On today's episode of the Tommy Toy Travels Toy Show, I show you some zombies figures. These are so strange. I reviewed some before. I think I got like half the set this time. I got the full set. We're looking at half the set right now. What did I just say? That was just a verbal soup of nonsense alphabet soup. So here it is. We have Sasha Banks, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and AJ Styles, the threesome, the triple threat of a lifetime. I need to charge my battery, BRB. Alright, I'm back. It took me long enough. Sorry about that, guys. So we have Sasha Banks, Stone Cold, AJ, as I said. Sorry, I just said that again, but it's been like 3 hours since I last filmed because I charged. Oh my gosh. So Sasha Banks, AJ Styles, Stone Cold. One of these I'm really bummed about. One of them I'm like 50-50. One I'm like, what is going on here? So let's start off with the figure that everyone wants to see. It is AJ Styles, and here he is in the case with... Is that a good head scan or nah? I think it's great, especially because he's missing his front two teeth. Like, is that for real? You joking around here? But it says the phenomenal one and stuff on the back, shows the other people. Incredible. What is this supposed to be? His box? I have no idea. Nothing that relates to his character. Nothing that relates to him as a person, I'd say. So obviously he is a zombie, so he is missing much of that flesh on that arm, but other than that, he's pretty much doing very good for himself. What is up with the bobblehead syndrome on so many of these Mattel figures? What is the deal with my camera not focusing too? But look at that. Look at that. That is not tight at all. That is just loose as anything. This is not cool, Mattel. This is just bogus material. Like, look at that. This is not what you want out of a $12 figure. Maybe it is. I don't know. He has like blood stains on his Phenomenal One boots. It looks like blood stain. It could be dirt, but it's reddish unless he's going to like the Red Sea or something. And then there is the cut out of that, but at least it didn't cut his styles, which is really shocking that he didn't. And then he has like some more cuts on the back, but his Phenomenal One logo is all good in there. No details on the gloves yet. I'm really bummed out about that head shaking, but I think that this is an incredible AJ Styles head sculpt, and I think I'm going to take it off of this zombie body, maybe try and fill in those teeth, and then fig hack this. If that's something you'd like to see, give this video a thumbs up, because his head's probably already going to come off any second now, because it is the loosest thing in the world. What the heck, Mattel? But I think that it's an incredible likeness with the hair. And I think that it's a far better hair likeness than the Elite that we previously saw. So it's an okay figure if you want a zombie AJ Styles, but I really don't get this line, and I've said that a million times. And now, speaking of big confusions and the whatnot, this is like Stone Cold Steve Austin, but this is not even zombie. This is ghoul, man. Zombies don't have smoking skulls. This is like they decided to do a mutants, but then realized it was the zombie line, so they were like, I don't know what to do. But it looks kind of cool. It reminds me of my favorite Nicolas Cage film, Leaving Las Vegas. Just kidding. Ghost Rider, because he's looking a bit like Ghost Rider, if you ask me. Now, this figure, you get your bang for your bucks. What does that mean? Well, you get this crazy detailed head sculpt. For Mattel, this is shocking how detailed this thing is, paint-wise, sculpt-wise. With the smoke coming out, it looks incredible, and it does articulate. You see that they do have that neck in there, too. He comes with a vest, a Stone Cold vest. Have we seen this vest yet? Is this vest original? I don't really know, but it looks great. Austin 316. It is removable, and I highly recommend you remove it so you can see the exquisite detail that's on this figure. Look at that. It's incredible, all that detail in there. This is gross. This is gnarly. And then this hand, oh my gosh, with the bones and everything. This is not giving me YouTube monetization because this is disgusting. but then he's like totally fine everywhere else, and I feel a little disappointed how they do that, because it's like, that looks incredible, that looks great, and then his legs are like, oh, look at I'm really fine, I'm like a normal wrestling figure. Like, I get the budget went into that, but if he's this beat up and his head is literally a skull, I don't get the skull. But like, if this is his body, why are his legs fine? You'd think whoever was eating him or whatever would go onto the legs, but I guess not. And obviously, getting your skin turned green zombie style doesn't change your tattoo color or something, but you get the biggest bang of the buck out of this figure, especially because he comes with that cool vest, which I want to add. I originally thought that it was just one color in silver, but it does have, I'm not sure if you can see, bronze highlights on the little dots of the Stone Cold and the skulls inside of there and stuff like that. Maybe you won't be able to see it with my camera, but there are two tones in the printing, which is very shocking, and probably see a lot more of the budget going into this figure than some elites, which is mind-blowing. Or eyes blowing smoke. Alright, and then let's end this video, because that joke was awful, with Sasha Banks, Sasha Fierce. This figure, I don't like it. I'll explain why. We got Paige last time, and Paige, like, it was basically, her skin was the same and she barely looked like a zombie, where in this it kind of follows that trend. Like, you get Stone Cold, his whole body is absolutely demolished. It doesn't, this is definitely a zombie. But then you got Sasha Banks and it's like, oh, I just got a boo-boo on my leg, and that's it. And it's like, come on, dude, seriously, why don't they actually do much to these women zombies, Like, is it, I could see some nerds online being all like, it's the SJW liberal conspiracy. But I don't think it's that at all. I think this is what happens when we have a conservative Trump presidency. I'm just kidding about that too. I don't think it has anything to do with politics or anything like that. Some people also might say, Tommy, it's because Mattel is PG when it comes to WWE, and they can't have violence against women or something. But yo, if you saw Suicide Squad, Batman literally punches Harley Quinn in the face, and they did release a Batman toy in the Suicide Squad line of figures. So I don't think that argument really holds up. So why do we get like AJ style with gross, and then we get Sasha Banks with just like her toes? Like, I guess if you're like someone into stuff like that, like, this is a message sent down from the heavens, but like, this is nothing compared to the other figures. And then again, these dots just don't work. It's trying to say Sasha Banks with these dots on her boots. It doesn't. It looks terrible on the back. Like, what is that? It's SB. It's trying to be SB, but let's just look at that for a second. Like, what is that? And then her shirt, I thought it would say something like legit brains or something, because zombies, of course, love to eat brains, but it says legit DEAD. What does the DEAD stand for? What does boss stand for? Does boss stand for something? I don't know, but it says legit undead. And someone wrote un in some like slime color, which is weird. And then she got like her fidget spinner in her, oh no, that says legit boss. Oh, that's cool how they sculpted it on there. I don't think that's removable, which I maybe would have preferred with the elite. And then her glasses are sculpted into that hair too. So this might actually be, hold the phone, I think that this might be the best Sasha Banks head sculpt, kind of like the AJ Styles, but I can't tell right now because it is kind of stuck in the zombie mode. And she does, I will admit, she does have a small cut on her head, but the question is, zombies become zombies by being bitten usually, or chemicals or something. I'm gonna assume that these zombies are because they got bit by another zombie, hence AJ Styles' gross cut. But yet Sasha, where'd you get bit? I don't get it at all, but she also does come with her necklace. So she has a lot of great accessories, and I think that this could be an incredible head sculpt. They got her hair color down better than any other Sasha Banks figure. So this could be, if you want to fill in that little cut and then paint it and then glue these glasses together, this could be an incredible Sasha Banks head scan with this AJ Styles to use in the future of your customs and stuff like that. But I'm just left baffled and confused by this figure. I just love that hair and that face, but I'm kind of annoyed that it's really not that creative compared to like Stone Cold, whose guts are literally falling out of his body, AJ Styles, who has been through heck and is back, and then Sasha Banks. Oh, I accidentally broke my shoe and I got a couple cuts, a little boo-boo on my forehead. It's like, come on, guys. Let's give us something more. Why even include women in the set if you're not going to actually do anything interesting visually with it? Like, just give us a regular Sasha Banks figure without this undead stuff, without like, I know some fetish people will be annoyed, but without the toes hanging out, and make it regular skin color, and this would have been an incredible Sasha Banks figure, because right now in the zombie line, it's not incredible. It's what happens when liberals run the country. These SJWs are ruining my toys, guys. I just hate when people complain. I'm just kidding. I watched some videos about people saying stuff like that, and it made me laugh, so I wanted to make some SJW jokes and some conservative jokes in this video. My bad if you don't know what those words mean, because to be honest, I don't either. So with that, I'm going to say that the Stone Cold is an incredibly cool looking figure, but I don't get it. I never get these figures. I think that they're great if you want to work on them and create customs out of them. But for now, I'm just like, why, Mattel? Why are you wasting so much time and effort on figures like these that are going to clog the shelves for months, instead of actually putting out like another line of figures, you know, that people will actually buy? So thank you for watching this video. Sorry it was so long, and I'll see you guys later.